Namaste, guys. I'm your guru, Jack Jenkins, and today I'm going to take you on an enlightened journey. I was once a man who was weak and scared. Thanks to the hot new Nintendo Switch game, Yoga Master, I am indeed a yoga master. Alright, I'm done with the hippie accent crap. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jack Jenkins, and welcome to this fitness game review, a series where I pick up and play a fitness game for 30 days straight to see if it's something you should play to lose weight, or if it's better left off in the trash. Run that intro.
For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
I can't believe I got an intro and stuff. I'm so proud of myself. Today I'm playing through Yoga Master as well as its DLC pack, Dream Fantasy. I found this game while trying to pull up Zumba, and it was on sale for only $20, including the DLC. So I figured, why not I wait for Zumba to go on sale? Cause that's right, ladies, I'm a cheap ass. As I didn't know about the game before this point, I didn't have any expectations on it. My experience with yoga, personally, is limited to Wii Fit and a Ring Fit adventure. My girlfriend does hot yoga, but other than that, the only ideas of yoga are those like hippie douchebags from TV shows. Yeah, all you people. I'm looking at you, Dave, from Too Hot to Handle.
You got a tiny little dick that you can ride all day long.
Disgusting. But what I found was yoga itself is a pretty fun way to get all stretched out and relaxed before bed. The game Yoga Master, while the delivery of great yoga programs, is a game that needs quite a bit of work before it can actually become a master.
Inhale. Exhale.
That's right. From day one, I've had the feelings that the game was cheaply made, and that carried all the way to day 30. Now, let me explain by starting off with the meat of the game, the actual yoga. The game has a ton of yoga content in it for just $25, including the DLC pack. There are over 150 different yoga poses in the game. As the game is more of a teaching tool, they use the actual Indian name. So instead of a Warrior 1 pose in Ring Fit Adventure, they call it Virabhasahadrasana. Sorry about butchering that word, by the way. I didn't mean to be racist, it's just I have no idea how these words are said. The game states at the beginning that this is an educational tool, so maybe it's to educate us on what these things are actually called. While you don't know the names of the poses at first, like I didn't know what that meant like yoga poses, you'll eventually be accustomed to the terms and will catch on. Well, I don't think I learned what the actual names are, and obviously I haven't learned that I can actually pronounce these words. I can differentiate a few of the yoga moves from the starting positions. So the educational notice in the beginning wasn't a total lie. I wish maybe it could dive in a little deeper on what yoga actually is, though.
Inhale.
I know to some it's not just stretching, but to me, it kind of is. I don't really care to know more, but if it was a part of the game, that would be super nice to see.
Arms by your sides. Repeat on the other side.
The programs themselves are also fantastic as well. The game comes with over 100 different programs that range from easy to hard and last anywhere from 8 minutes to around an hour. While I didn't get a chance to do them all, as I only had 30 days, what I played so far is excellent. Each program is varied enough where I feel like the difference is noticeable and accessible. One thing I didn't like about the programs is that they come with a weird title. It's a helicopter flying above. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but sorry. They come with a weird title and they don't tell you what they're working out. For example, they name them Wellness or Brighten Day, which is meaningless to someone like me. I'd rather have an exact name telling you what you will work out, such as calf stretches or back stretches.
Maintain the posture.
Just got done playing Yoga Master for the first time, and let me tell you, it's pretty good. I definitely felt a stretch in my legs and in my back. Basically, there's like, I think 150 yoga poses and like 100 different programs you can choose. So I did program 10, which was what was recommended for me for my weight and my height. And it was, I definitely felt a stretch. It's not really like a game like a Ring Fit. It's definitely more of like an exercise tool, which is fine. Other than that, the only complaint I would have is that the graphics and animation, I swear it's like PS2 level. It's like the Wii level. It's not good at all. But that's not really what you're focused on. You're more focused on completing the exercises. And so far, so good. Once you choose your program, you can adjust some settings, such as how long you want to hold each pose and whether to continuously switch to each pose or take a break between each one. For example, if you start from like the upward dog, you just go straight into the next pose, or if you have to click A to continue to give you a little break. One thing I wish the program would include is a way to skip poses. While I was practicing some of the more challenging levels and programs, I could do some of the poses, but others were just completely out of my league. That was kind of my fault for picking them, but I just wanted to see, hey, maybe I can do some of these poses. I can't.
Inhale. Exhale.
I want to reinstate this again. The yoga in the game is excellent. There are a ton of moves and programs. The description for this on Nintendo's web states that it was built and designed by professional yoga coaches. And I feel that. I feel a ton of care was put into making the different programs and making the yoga poses authentic. However, the overall game and the packaging around it is horrible. The game reads your movements through motion controls based on how still you are. However, when someone like me has never really done yoga before and is stretching your body for the first time, you tend to shake a lot.
Roll up. Sink the knee.
One review I read on Reddit from the user Me Be Lord even states that this is a bad design idea when doing yoga, as you want to engage your muscles, which causes shaking. It feels like this is just an idea slapped on to make it a game, rather than basically a virtual DVD. Luckily, you can turn it off, the tracking, so you only use it like that. I tried it for a week with the monitoring, not having to hold the Joy-Con, the entire 30-minute program is terrific and a great idea. I wish more fitness games had this option just to turn off the control. If you do get the game, I would recommend this up front and that you're basically going to be using this as an interactive DVD for the most part.
Follow my lead.
Other than that, there really isn't much to the gameplay. Other than that, there really isn't much to it gameplay-wise. You can choose your fighter's instructors, but they are basically the same model. The devs just swapped the hair and skin color and just called it a day. There are about 20 different songs, including the ones from the DLC pack that I got with the bundle to choose from.
Inhale. Exhale.
All of the songs are decent to meditate for, except this one, which sounds like a movie villain background music. Why did they have this in the game? If you want to add more diversity to the audio, you can choose to have sound effects play. I found these so damn annoying, and it just ruined my concentration. I know people like listen to those when they're trying to sleep, but nobody wants to hear a monkey or bird screaming while trying to stretch out their calves. If that's something you want, it's there, but for me, and I assume most people, that's a no. You can change your background location as well as the time of day. The backgrounds they had are fantastic locations, and they look pretty cool. If only the graphics weren't PS2 level terrible. They could have been awesome. The characters, the songs, and the backgrounds come right out of the box, and there is nothing to unlock. This is all you get, so there really is no reason to be motivated to play it long term. No unlockables, no background, no more, nothing, there's no badges, nothing. Absolutely nothing to do. The ability to create your own yoga program is pretty nice. I made a program that really just stretches out these tree trunk legs that you can't see. Let me bring them up. Oh god, they're so tight. Again, the plans are ordered by feelings rather than what they actually stretched. If you're an expert in this, it's cool, and you know what a opening to forgiveness is and what it does to you. If you're an average person like me, you don't care and you don't know what aligned chakras means, and you don't really give a shit. Just stretch my back already. The ability to create your own program that does what you want to do is a necessity and is an amazing feature, so I have to give the developers a huge round of applause. There's tons of games, even like most DDR games, we can't like create your own playlist to run through. You couldn't do it in DDR Mario. You can't do it in Zumba, most of the Zumba games, but you can do it in this. You can also put your body stats as well, and it can pick a program for you. The feature is nice, but there are a few issues. First, the game is pretty much made with women in mind, so the weight tops off at 200. This is a problem because it can't count the calories that I burned correctly. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, this game doesn't count calories burned. DDR Mario Mix, that feature that had that game that came out 15 years ago, had that feature. What the heck, game? Secondly, you can't choose a part that you want to stretch either. You can only choose your weights, how flexible you are, and your lifestyle fitness level. I used this feature once and never again. It's just easy to go through each one in the poses section of the game.
Follow my lead. Grab the
last feature in the game is a tracking icon. It tracks how long you play. That's it. It doesn't follow what program you have done or how many yoga poses you have done or which ones have you not done, or it's just useless in the grand scheme of things. I have one last complaint with this game, and one you might have noticed, and one that I mentioned before, and that this game kind of looks like a steaming pile of garbage. It's supposed to be for the Switch and the PS4 in the year 2020. 2020, I can't talk. Mario DDR looks better than this crap, and it's from 2005. That's 2 reasons why Mario is better than you, Yoga Master. I said the environment would look cool, and they would if there was any effort put into it. The description from Nintendo's website says it has breathtaking settings and environments. Sure, I stopped breathing because I can't believe Reboot had better animation than this. Everything just looks so stiff when moving. It would have been better if they had a real-life person screen to actually show you what it looks like. But then it would be just another yoga video you could just look up for free on YouTube. Rather than a video game, an interactive video game that you would have to drop $20 for.
Hands overlap.
Maybe if they did green screen a professional, it would help the load times. Look at this uncut example of a loading game. Wait for it. Keep waiting. There, it's done. Why did it take so long? What were you loading up? Wasting my time, game. And I know these are all minor complaints, but look at the poses. I couldn't figure out how to do some of them just because of the lack of the animation. If it was a real person showing you really how to do this, it would help so much. In conclusion, the yoga poses and the programs in the game are great. It's everything else about this game that's a bummer. I know it's a budget title for $25 regular, but it had so much potential to be so much more. Let's talk about that in my favorite segment in these fitness game reviews, what I want in the sequel. If the developers of the game, My World, are listening, first, I want to say that you have a terrible name for a game development studio. Secondly, if you follow my suggestions, Yoga Master 2 could be the best and ultimate yoga video game. First, I would entirely redo the graphics, maybe give it an art style, kind of like Just Dance, or maybe just a green screen, a real person, like they do in Zumba, the Zumba games. That would benefit significantly as the screenshots of it make people go away. A first impression is incredibly important. Second, add even more content. Apparently there are 300 yoga poses, so add a few more of those in. You can have the Indian name, but also I would add the English title or English, what do they call it, like the English nomenclature as well. Have the poses say what they will work out, and maybe explain why the titles are like that. The title, Open for Forgiveness, means nothing to me, and I assume most people, so explain it. You put that educational banner in there for a reason, so come on, teach me.
Legs extended.
Third, track what the user is doing. I want a breakdown like Ring Fit has, where I can see how long I did each pose, or how long did I do the downward dog for, and how many times have I done it, and how many times have I been playing the game. Also, keep track of how many times I've done each program. Again, this is something like the Zumba video games have, but not this one. Maybe have the most played ones on my home screen so I can just quickly jump into the poses or yoga challenges or classes. Lastly, give a reason for players to play. Have challenges and unlockables. If you're going to have a game, then gamify it. For example, a challenge can be to do child pose 3 times this week, which unlocks a new clothing item for your character. And that's just off the top of my head. There's a ton you can do with this idea. Overall, do I recommend this game? After the complaining I've done, the answer may shock you. I recommend you pick up this game on sale for $20. Why? Well, a yoga DVD is $15 on Amazon for one program. You get over 100 in this game for $20. While yes, you can watch YouTube videos, I feel like having programs crafted by experts in professional yoga is valuable. Again, I feel like my world spent a great deal of time crafting the experience of yoga and making these programs, and it shows. I had a great time doing the actual yoga itself, and I feel like I'm stretched out enough that I can now reach the floor. Watch. Touch the floor. How cool is that? It's the games portion and the packaging around it that I have a problem. Let's hope that Yoga Master 2 comes out and resolves all these issues. My world. God. What a terrible name for a development studio. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video on Yoga Master. If you like this video, then please thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can expect a new video every single Friday on things such as self-development, product tries, and fitness game reviews. Of course, if you like this one, watch all my previous and upcoming fitness game reviews. If you have any games, let me know. And if you have any suggestions on videos you would like to see, then please, please, please leave a comment. I try and make sure I make any requests posted, as I love trying new things and interesting things. Follow me on Twitter at TrueJackJenk. Lastly, have a fantastic day, everyone.
Extend the left leg. Extend the right leg.